October 21st, 2022 started out with the southbound City of New Orleans Amtrak 59. It had an ALC-42 leading to P42 DC. My friend Kevin Tuminello had also been nearby and had caught Amtrak, so he came over to where I was, and we decided to go railfanning that day. Maybe 2 minutes after he arrived, another train came through, a southbound coal or coke train, and with quite a surprise on it.
My flashlight turned off though. I guess I didn't hit the button all the way. I was just talking about it too. I was telling Kevin here we might possibly see that today or tomorrow, because I know it was out of mine yesterday. Then what should turn up? That's great. No, that was somewhere else. I think that was in like Wisconsin or something.
Yeah, I know, but imagine we got on the animal, imagine we got it again on a coal.
I'm surprised they have 3015 on a coal. They usually never put anything good on coal trains.
We've had a few sessions over here.
I think I hear the DPU, maybe, if there's one on this train. No DPU. It's slowing down a lot.
I believe this train was CN A431, a train going from Memphis, Tennessee to Decatur, Illinois. And now for the ground cam footage. This southbound grain came very quickly, and I was trying to get a ground shot, but decided last second not to do so. So, here's the rest of the train. this point, I decided to be a little dumb and try and get a photo of my 576 stay bolt from the NCNSTL 576, of course, and get a photo of it with the train in the background, kind of like I did my ICRR lantern a while back.
Wanted a shot of that with the train. Stupid, yeah, but whatever. I like train-related photographs. It was something different.
The lantern turned out much better in terms of photos.
Dumb and take dumb photos. That, I think, would be a late A432.
Yeah, my shot sucked. But I did get better photos of it later when me and Kevin went up to CN Harrison Yard and caught it sitting at Prospect Street. Look at these weird yard signals. I've always found them extremely interesting. Not really sure why, I just always have. They're cool. We continued down Prospect Street, all the way to the wall where we caught the hump job coming out of the yard. Finally, the hump job started making its way back into the yard, where we see it here.
Sure doesn't.
And then the trailing ends have two different.
The ground cam returns once more to show the train reversing into the yard. years of railfanning, there's been a certain shot I've wanted for a while. Well, of course, there's many. But one of the shots I've really wanted is a close-up of the CN North America logo. Thankfully, I finally got that. Seeing a second manifest was quite a surprise, and this one had KCS power. I've always liked stopped trains because you can kind of just decide what photos you want to take of it and what would be the best angles. Passing that southbound manifest we saw before, we see this northbound coming out of the yard.
Dude, I got a nice mix on my night. It plays after this clip.
One sure good meeting shot I got was off of my Nikon, or as I like to call the ground cam, even if it isn't sitting on the ground in this shot. But anyways, I'm glad I set it up because I almost didn't, and I'm glad I did because this was really the only good meeting shot I got. I didn't really turn around in time to get a good meet shot on either of my other cameras, so I'm glad I got this at least. I'm going to speed up the footage now. After that, we decided to go check out the nearby BNSF Yale Yard. And, the road was kind of bumpy, if you can't tell. so I had a hard time keeping the footage stable. I'm not really sure what that was right there. Maintenance of way, maybe, but I think it was coupled up to those cars somehow. Might still be maintenance of way, maybe on a flat car or something that I couldn't see. And there's some more maintenance of way. These were on flat cars. I could not get a good shot of them, though. We didn't get out because this isn't in the best area, so we just wanted to do a quick drive-by of the rail yard and look at it real quick without too much danger. Because, yeah, like I said, it's a bad area. So there's a BNSF local power. And here I'm trying to get a shot of a BNSF train that was sitting in the yard getting ready to leave. Unfortunately, it decided to be extremely bumpy. After that little drive-by of Yale Yard, we decided to go to the CN Harrison Yard, just a little way south of us, and check out what there was there. Of course, there was a BNSF SD70 Ace coupled up to a EMD wide cab and an SD70 for IC. There was also some IC SD40-3s there, 6202 and 6250, and another surprise was EJ&E 665, which I didn't think would be over there and thought would be on the yard job. There was also the zebra stripe wide cab, and another one over there, which was pretty cool, and I got a slightly better view of 6202. Over at the side of the yard, we can see IC 6100 a little better, as well as EJ&E 665 and IC 6250 just a slight bit better, as well as an XGTW locomotive that was also parked there. All of these coupled together, of course. Then going to the south side of the yard, we see CN SD70M-2 and KCS M ES44ACs on a southbound waiting to leave the yard. And then we decided to leave the CN Harrison Yard and head to President's Island. And I, of course, recorded going over the yard one final time. RailServe 2580 is an ex-Cotton Belt unit, and 1032, of course, is an XIC GP10, or XICG anyways. And number 2537 over here, which you'll see in just a second after we pass these freight cars, is an ex-Southern Pacific switcher. Pretty cool how 2580 and 2537 were from two similar railroads.
Keep going straight.
I saw this one flat car in a siding, which I thought looked kind of familiar, but I wasn't sure. So I just assumed I had never seen it before, or maybe had just seen it in a photograph that someone else took. But I couldn't shake that nagging feeling that it looked somewhat similar. Turns out I had seen it before, just not by itself like that. This was the CN Wheat Spring train. I did not expect it to be on President's Island, but there it was. I thought it was some weird maintenance of way equipment at first, seeing just tidbits of it from behind other freight cars. But going to the other side, I soon saw it was the actual Wheat Spring train, which I will walk around in just a second. Due to shorter attention spans, mainly mine, and the fact that this video is long enough and doesn't really need to be any longer, I've completely sped up this portion of the video. And it's pretty much just me walking around and observing the Weed Spring train. since the only time I've really ever seen it is in motion or from a little ways away, and I really kind of wanted some close-up views of it. I won't show the photographs, the still photos I took for this, but there you go. When we came across IC 9635 again, I saw the doors to the engine bay open, and I thought, oh hey, he must be getting ready to start that. That's going to be pretty cool to see. So we decided to stop and watch, and thankfully the crew was cool with it. After this, we headed back to Channel 3 Drive, where we barely got there in time for a CSX UP transfer train. We had to chase it down Channel 3 Drive, too. Not long after that CSX to Union Pacific transfer went over Harraham Bridge, a blinking red started going for the next train, which was a transfer from Norfolk Southern to Union Pacific. This BNSF train also stopped nearby and allowed for some good night photos, which was pretty cool. And not long after that, the NS transfer started to round the corner.
RVMN. Didn't really expect to see that.
After this, we would pack up and head home. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please consider leaving a like and subscribe, and also consider checking out my other videos. I haven't posted in a while, but I'm going to try to be better about that. I've got a lot of videos to upload coming soon. So, yeah, hope y'all enjoyed. Once again, thank you for watching. Goodbye, y'all.